Welcome back, everybody. Is the government spying on ranchers in the Midwest? Well, cattlemen in Nebraska, concerned about protecting their privacy, are speaking out against the EPA's air surveillance program.
But the EPA says the practice is just a cost-effective way to monitor the compliance of livestock operations. Well, now a group of Nebraska lawmakers are getting involved. So Michelle Fields from the Daily Caller joins us to explain more about this. Hi, Michelle. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So the cattle ranchers believe that these flyovers, which is what the EPA does, says that they need to do them to make sure that the ranchers are in compliance with the laws. The cattle ranchers say it's an invasion of privacy. What's the line?
Well, the thing is a lot of people are wondering, where do they get the authority to do this, right? They don't have probable cause. They don't have a warrant. So 5 congressmen have gotten together and they're demanding answers to questions. How long have they been doing this? Where are they doing it? And where did they get the authority to do this? Because this is such an invasion of privacy. They're monitoring and taking photos of these ranches, but a lot of times these ranches are right in people's backyards where children play, where families relax. And so a lot of people feel like that's really an invasion of their private property and their privacy.
And from what I understand, they don't necessarily know when these flyovers are going to take place, so they can't exactly prepare and tell their family this is of the land, stay inside.
Exactly.
But here's what the EPA is saying, quote, aerial overflights are a cost-effective tool that helps the agency and our state partners minimize costs and reduce the number of on-site inspections. In no case has EPA taken an enforcement action solely on the basis of these overflights. Now, not necessarily about the action taken, it's about the invasion of privacy. This is a bipartisan group of congressmen that you mentioned,
Exactly, yes. And a lot of people are wondering, where did they get the authority to do this? Because Congress didn't give it to them. And a lot of people are worried that, they're enforcing the rules simply by what? A picture that was taken high in the sky. What about on-site visits? How do they know that this pollution is really happening just simply from a picture?
Right. Well, their argument is that they don't base any of the punishment. It's simply on a picture.
So
Well,
Right.
I mean, I think that what they say is that, obviously some of these ranches are hundreds, thousands of acres. How can they cover them all? They need to fly over for cost effectiveness. Here's what the Nebraska Cattlemen's Association says. They say even if it's not there, the EPA's primary focus, you still have privacy rights in your home. Another frustration, EPA does not alert livestock producers that the flight will or has occurred, so they feel
Therein
in
lies
the dark.
the problem, I think.
Yeah, but I think it's hilarious that they're suddenly so concerned about cost effectiveness, but they're never concerned about the cost effectiveness of their regulations, right? But suddenly it's all about, oh, money, we need to save money, right?
I think the bigger question is, what are the limits of this? When the government gets the use of drones here in the United States, there's been a lot of talk about that. Once the drone movement comes here domestically, what are the limits to looking and spying on people's private property?
It's a bit Orwellian, right? A little Big Brother-ish, and I think that a lot of people feel offended by that.
Yeah.
All right, Michelle Fields, you're from the Daily Caller. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.